Hey, there's a fish on. Getting ready to strip it, and he was there. Hey now, hey now, hey now! Good morning, Rod Benders. Back again today, episode 2 of Learning to Fly. Back here at the honey hole, water's low. It's a misty, dewy morning. My feet are wet just from walking in. We're going to play around with the fly rod today, talk about what we learned last time, maybe show a little bit of what it is I'm trying to do here, and we'll just take it from there, see if we can get some bend in that flimsy rod. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, see if we can catch some. All right. Well, what did we learn last time about the old fly fishing? One, if you leave your fly line through your rod tip when you store your rod till the next time you go fishing, you will get a kink in it. I don't like kinks personally, but we learned that, so we're not going to do that anymore. Second thing we learned is these fly lighter leaders are tapered. Go figure. It's probably like 10-pound test at one end, and then 2 or 4-pound test at the other end. I did not know that, and from doing some reading online, evidently if you get into more finesseful kind of presentation based, trout fly fishing techniques and stuff like that, that tapered leader is probably going to help you. But I am just trying to learn how to cast this darn thing, so I'm just going to put a straight 4-pound copolymer leader on there. And from looking at how this thing was set up when I bought it, it looks like you want to tie a loop knot in the end of your line. Let me see if I can do that. Just, I don't know, wrapping the loop around your fingers. Take that resulting loop around 3 times. Wet it down. And we're going to pull it tight around our finger. There we go. See that loop I got? And then let's trim our tag. I think you want at least the rod length for a leader, I think. I don't know though, we'll see. So I'm going to pull off about 9 or 10 feet of this line. Go ahead and snip it. Come here. And on the end of this fly line, here's that kink I was talking about earlier from the way I stored the rod for a week since the last time I used it. So make sure you reel all that fly line into your guides. That way you don't have that problem. But you can see there's a loop on the end of that fly line. And then I've got a loop here on the end of my leader. I'm going to just poop my loop through. There we go. And then I can thread that leader through. And that holds on to that, like so. How about that? Alright. It's 4-pound line, like I was saying. And, you know, I don't anticipate hooking into anything too big. And that's just going to be part of the learning process, is figuring out how to play these fish with a fly rod. That's what we're here to figure out. I'm gonna try out this little fly popper dude, seeing as how it's early morning. Maybe get a topwater bite, some bluegill. I have no idea what I'm doing. I thought it would be cool to make a series of videos as somebody who has never fly fished before and has no idea what the hell's going on. Share that experience with you. One of the big things I learned last time was you've got to have a lot of clearance behind you when you're doing this, especially when you're learning to cast, because that was probably the most annoying part of it all, was hitting stuff behind me. Yeah. Another thing is, like, everything you... There we go, we got one on the top water. Come here. Sweet. Doing everything by pulling the line instead of reeling. It's weird. Look at that little dude. Little bluegill guy on the top water pop. Okay. See, I've only got like a foot of line, fly line outside the pole right there. That makes it hard to get started. Yeah, I want it like a pole length out of there. Well, I was restarting my track and I had one come up and slam it. See, I'm just stripping it in. Come here, little dude. That's a better one. Old female bluegill on the top water poppy dude. Look there. I'm cracking them. He come up and eat it when I wasn't even paying attention. You all probably saw that, hopefully. Oh. That's a decent one. That's a bull. Bulls are biting again. I seen them cruising around last time I was here, but they weren't biting. They were still being protective over their beds, which was weird. That's a nice little bluegill. There he goes. Oh, he in on that. They're after it. Got him. This is officially our best day of fly fishing ever. Let's bring this guy in here. Big female. Big female bluegill. We like that. These fish are warm. Summer fish. Hot. Got you. Another nice bull. Good looking bluegill. Buddy. Thanks, pal. Old bass dude. First bass on the fly rod. Here he comes. Look at him. Hey, there's a fish on. Getting ready to strip it, and he was there. Oh, bluegill party time. Nice one. That is a nice gill. Come here. Looky there. Getting some bend in that fly rod. All right, America. That's going to do it for today. Thought I'd wait out here and try my luck, but sun's up. These pond fish, it's pretty typical. They really pull back hard once the sun gets up in the air. But we caught a bunch on the fly rod here this morning before the sun got too high. Lots of fun. Caught my first bass on a fly rod. Pretty cool. We learned today that you don't want to cast into the wind. That's a futile effort on the fly rod. Hard enough to cast in perfect conditions. With the wind's kind of cool. But we got some bend, we caught some fish, we tried some different stripping techniques, a couple different lures, and we got bit. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, go get some bend in your rod.